turn the gain all the way up. Turning this. Okay, well now it's showing up a little bit better. Weird. Okay, well, hopefully it sticks around for the entirety of the stream and it's not nuts and actually picks up me talking. Hello everyone, welcome to Whalers Minis and another exciting episode of Mini Paint and Chill, where I mini paint and you chill and listen to beats and things like that. Today I'm working on this lovely creature, a catfolk, Tabaxi, whichever name you want, blood hunter named Hushed Moon, who I created in the Eldritch Foundry character creator, which I got access to the beta. Let's see if I can actually, here, switch over real quick and just... So I got access to the beta for the color engine that they'll be using, and I just wanted to show it off a little bit. Don't know if it shows up on here or not. Here, I may need to full screen it. That's fine. So I have access to the color range. This is still in beta, so a lot of the stuff will be changing. Because the Kickstarter hasn't even ended yet. Matt, who is the founder of Eldritch Foundry, reached out to me and got me access to this. It's real cool. I made a character earlier. There's a lot of really cool colors. Here, I'll show you the character that I made. See if it loads properly. Might take a second. But I just wanted to show it off. You guys have kind of an idea of what to look forward to. If you haven't checked out the Kickstarter, absolutely do. So it has fill options for a bunch of different colors. Obviously, there are probably going to be more to come. I'm super excited about that. There's still a lot of stretch goals available, so I highly recommend going and checking out the Kickstarter. But you can basically brush on specific colors as well. And this is kind of what I worked with today and made. And I placed an order for it. So when it comes in, I'll show it off. I'll take pictures of it and post it. But yeah, it's just really cool. I'm super excited. Like I said, it is still in beta, so there's a lot of stuff that's still like getting worked on to be more of a polished thing. So don't take this as a, end result or anything like that. But yeah, it's just a really cool thing. I had a lot of fun with it earlier today. I placed the order for it, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out. All the pictures I've seen have been absolutely incredible. But the ability to brush in specific colors and have like already pre-done colors of like additional things, specifically like the hair is like a brown with a bluish like highlight or tinge to it, was just really cool. So I just want to show that off real quick, because I'll probably be doing this moving forward on our character creation streams, where I will get a base coloration idea on here and then I will paint it, print out just the STL and paint it myself and kind of compare the two just to see how it goes. But just to give you guys a quick little show, I think it'd be really cool. There's going to be a link going through chat every once in a while that is my affiliate link with Eldritch Foundry, so if you wouldn't mind checking it out and possibly buying something, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's that, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm going to, so yeah. That's just really cool stuff. But that's that. I'm going to music playing. I think everything's good. So now that I've done that, before I get started with the painting aspect, just a few quick things to get out of the way. One, if you aren't already following the channel, please do. If you have the financial ability to, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that you have an Amazon Prime account. You can subscribe once for free each month to an Amazon, or to a Twitch channel of your choosing. I would love it if that was me. If you'd like to support me financially other ways, you can go to my website at wheelersminis.com, where I have most of the stuff that I paint up for sale. It's super exciting. I have a lot of fun stuff. And this might be your last chance to get some of it, because I'm going to a convention this weekend and I will hopefully sell a lot of things. But if you're interested, that is one way you can financially support me. Another way, although much easier on your pockets and wallets, is just follow me on my socials and share my stuff at Wheelers Minis on pretty much everything. Right now I'm doing a kind of collab with someone. I'm going to be painting an NSFW model for them, which will be fun. So please go check that out. They posted about it. It's on. I've been tagged in it. So if you look up things like I've been tagged in, you'll find it. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. I got to get a bunch of other videos out. So if you're watching this now, just know that probably 3 weeks from now is when the video will come out, because I'm really bad at putting videos out. Yeah. So I think that's it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into painting. I love the look of it, and I did a lot of work on him. So I think he's going to be a black cat. But I'm debating, because like black's just so easy to, like, I could just leave the base coat on there, and like part of me wants to do like a more of a grayish, like a Russian blue look. I just don't know, because like the moon thing, but like I was looking up what cats are most associated with the moon, one of which is Bastet, which is the Egyptian god of the moon, and a few other things. Obviously Khonshu and the whole like Moon Knight thing, like that's a thing, but I just wanted something different. I think I'm gonna leave the hair black, but I think I am gonna go with more of a darker blue, dark gray look for the fur. So we're gonna start off with deep gray, one of my favorite colors that I've been using so much recently. Rakshasa. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. And if you have any questions and you're watching this on stream, please feel free to ask. If you have any questions and you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as possible. Yeah, I think the gray is just going to help out, because for me, I just want to have a different color. So I think a gray is going to look really, really good. Probably still going to paint black on the, maybe with some light white mixed in. We have a tuxedo cat, and she was so black when we first got her, and now she's just got all of these little white spots on her. And she's super cute. She looks like a little salt and pepper kitty cat now. But I just like the deep gray. Like I said I was gonna do a black cat, but I just think it's gonna be better if I do a bit of a gray, kind of to go with the moon theme, but keep the hair black that he has. Some Tabaxis can have hair. Yeah, I was super excited about this. I had to re-roll a couple of times to get this this model, but it ended up being a lot of fun. And what I do is every time I paint a specific model, so like if I paint a druid or if I paint a specific species, that exits the list. That way I don't end up painting the same model. So this is what we landed on. The first thing we landed on was a that's the wrong color. The first thing we landed on was a uh, Dragonkin, like a Dragonborn fighter champion. I chose to ignore that because I just painted one of those for my home game. And I wanted to paint something a little bit different. So I ended up re-rolling everything and came up with this lovely character. And I love the idea. He's Tabaxi Blood Hunter, Order of the Profane Soul, whose patron is the Undying. And I was looking it up because I wanted to make sure, because I remember that there was a specific order that gets a certain damage type addition to its repertoire for Hemocraft, and I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going out of rules for this guy, and I'm not. His sword, while it has the flames on it, I think I'm gonna do more of like a necrotic flame, just because I like the way that that looks. So it's gonna be more of like a deep green, like a sickly green, which I'm excited about. It's funny, now that I think about it, I've kind of done gray skin tones for the past few characters, but I just think it fits this character very, very well. I promise you, I will do normal skin tones soon. I'll have to double check. I don't want to do the NSFW model on stream unless I have an 18 plus option that I can do. And that'll be stream only. Maybe we'll do like a late night stream or something. The other reason I wanted a lighter tone is so that way I could show off his arm better, because blood hunters use blood with that to use the extra things in their class. So I wanted his arm to be a color that I could show off. Show off some of the cuts that he has on his arm. Right now we're just getting a good base coat down, so you don't have to worry too much about being super accurate. Like, obviously, again, it helps later down if you don't have paint where it's not supposed to go, but I've been watching a lot of stuff recently, and one of the things I just have to get better at is not caring if paint gets somewhere and just allowing the base coat to go down in a way that is helpful to painting the model as a whole. I think that's a big thing to learn too, is like understanding that, you know, you want paint to be specific places, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're not doing well if it gets in a space that it's not supposed to be, especially when you're only doing the base coat. The only time that really matters is when you start to get into the detail work. sucks because sometimes it's a lot easier than others to get in and get the skin painted up. And what I'm going to do my best to do, I'm not that good at it, but I will do my best, is maybe try to get some texturization with the painting to make it look like it's fur. It's going to be really, really tiny detail, but I will do my best to make that work because that's something that I've never done before. I always have said on stream, best way to get better at something is to challenge yourself. Do something different. And we'll see how much we get done today. Recently it's been pretty clear to me that I can't really get a character done in 2 hours because I've started to actually put a lot of effort into my character models recently. Even if yeah, this character was made in Eldritch Foundry. I really, really like the character creator that they have. I'm a very big proponent of... I've painted other websites models before, like a lot of people who I've done commissions for have gone through them because that was before I was an affiliate with Eldritch Foundry. But I really, really like, personally, the detail that a lot of their 3D assets have. I did a side-by-side comparison of a character last night, and I just prefer the way that personal preferences, I prefer Eldritch Foundry's assets. Because I'm one of those people that ironically has never been really good at painting detail, but I like that it's available to me. Because, like I said, today, it challenges me to paint. And while that can be annoying sometimes, having a character model that has some detail on it that I've never done before, some texture that I've never done before, I think is important. And a lot of Eldritch Foundry's assets do that for me, where I have to be out of my comfort zone and start to practice on painting specific ways. And again, it's a personal preference. But if you haven't ever checked out Eldritch Foundry stuff, I really do highly recommend it. They're just going to get better. The more we put into things that we like, the more we get out of them. Oh, that's right. I made a little blood puddle too. I forgot about that. Maybe that's what I'll do on the arm. I'll do like a really big bloody mess. Sure, I got the detail and a good base coat on this. doing my best not to use wash. If I have to for something. Started to notice that I've been kind of gravitating, like I want to work on tiny detail again, but I've just been gravitating, and it's not that you can't get detail with bigger brushes, but it definitely is a lot easier to get detail with smaller brushes. But I just, like, ever since, I don't remember whose video I watched someone's video and they were like, yeah, a good size 2 brush is really all you need. And so I started using a size 2 brush. Now I can't stop using it. Has become like my comfort level of where I like painting. Honestly, I probably could have added some black and probably could have added some black into this this gray too. Darken it up a bit more, but honestly, I think it's a pretty good color it is. Weird to say, but I'm pretty sure the gray has been my most used color so far since getting these Fanatic paints. Either that or browns. Nothing if not consistent. Alright, and I'll definitely be adding like rings around the tail. Just because it seems fun. I like that idea. Got wraps. And these were printed on my Saturn III Ultra. I recently got the mini heater in, so I'm able to print in colder weather, which my Reflex RS can do just kind of regularly. But for detail like this, I like printing with the Saturn a little bit better. just got a higher resolution and it shows up better. I use a mix of it's Anycubic, or no, it's Frozen. Wait, to be honest with you, I can't. It's one of the other companies, like graphite, 8K hyperfine graphite. Can't remember who it is. With a mix of Soraya Tenacious in there, just to give it a little bit more pliability and bending. Print it on Saturn. I think I've come to the conclusion that for bigger models, I'll print on the Haygears. Smaller models, I'll print on the Pro. Maps are pretty taut. Need to worry about hand shape. I was wearing a chest plate with a scarf-like thing and leather pants. Satchel and some things on his side. Like I said, if I get finished with it, cool, but I don't think I will. We'll get as much as I can get done today, and then I will finish it up. And then I put the skull on his side because I was like, I like the idea of him having like a, since he's a profane soul, he's basically a warlock. He's a pact with something. So I was like, I like the idea of him having like a thing that he has to contact his patron through. What better thing to contact your undying patron through than a skull? So for the base of the leather, usually I go Brigadine, which is the lowest of the brown family in the Army Painter lineup. But I've been really enjoying using this black brown from Pro Acryl. They're nearly the same color, but the Pro Acryl one just is a little darker. Problem is, they're blind. Barely see color colors sometimes. Pro colors also just have this really nice matte thing to them. I love matte colors. That's why all of the models that I paint get a matte varnish when they're done. Also, going back to what I was talking about earlier, when I was thinking about colors of like cats and how to paint this one, I was honestly, there was a mindset of mine that I was like, okay, I feel like I said black, but I think gray would fit better. Just based off of the color scheme, the ideas that I had, but also just like being something that is named Hush Moon, like having a moon-like coloration to you just feels right. That's why I ended up deciding to go a little bit more gray with it. Same thing for Cauldron. Base tone down right now. Oh, my glasses. crazy. Like, his hair's gonna say this. His ears shouldn't. I have and what I'll probably do in order to differentiate, since originally I was going to do rope for what was holding the skull, what I might do instead is do leather straps. That way you can tell the different skull. Got some good color on it so far. I'm gonna start working on getting blue pale red. Actually make it. I'm gonna go red on the scarf that he has. I'm hitting up the armor with this blue, this bluish gray first. That way if I come over it, or rather when I come over it with the metal color,
If I miss anything, it'll have a really nice kind of dark bluish gray undertone. Bro, what are you doing? Put base coat on it. Some kind of idea, going through and getting it nice blue-gray as a base for the a nice blue-gray for the base of the steel. And this is a color I've never used before. So, I don't. be right back. I need to make sure that the paint doesn't get absolutely everywhere. So.
Almost. Oh.
All right. So I got this blue green now that I'm gonna do the base of this sword in, because the flames I want to make more of like a greenish tinge. So having that kind of base undertone for the metal should, in theory, work properly. I don't think I'm going to do OSL on this. But I might change my mind later. See. And then the giving these like a base tone of the color that I'm going to do them in. So warm brown for the hilt of this sword, because I'm going to be doing like a tainted gold. Kind of look to it. And the actual handle of the sword has some leather on it that I'm going to be doing in this warm brown too, because it'll give me a good base tone for the leather. And I'll be hitting any of the leather bits I haven't hit yet with the warm brown as well. So the belt, is a bit of a brighter brown, but I think it'll work. But the belt, the little side pouch that he has, again, this is just a base coat, so and it may even go darker than this, but having this just kind of as the undertone for me is enough. And I wanted the leather to have some variation in the color, so it wasn't all just the same dark brown tone, but I knew I wanted the pants to be a bit of a darker tone, so why I did that. And the black brown, I'm doing this in the warm brown. Again, the hilt might be a different metal. For this one, I'm still thinking it should be like a steel. But having this undertone is fine, because the metallic will actually help differentiate. Will still kind of have the same undertone.
And then for the edges of the flame, I'll probably do the like a dark like that, but I want to get everything base coated first. Gorgeous. Almost got a full base coat down. I think the only thing we're missing is this scarf and obviously the base. Right now I'm just getting black brown on the horns as a good base tone for those. And then the rest will be white. Oh. Easy. Got it here. Might as well.
And since we have the deep gray here, might as well start with that too. Move this up to white. This down here. Say it's like a Yeti or something. Honestly fits into scheme very well with my homebrew world. My order of blood hunters is found Tundra. Getting a Yeti is not out of question.
It's gonna be somewhat similarly colored to the Yeti, but honestly, that's fine. Piece left, the base coat, and then we can start working on mix some colors together. Right. Not right now. They're kind of separation.
pretty much fully base coated. I really like the scarlet color though, so that's going to be his base rim color. Okay. There's wrap detail too. Started out with this color and then kind of work it up to an off-white. Maybe with some blood smears on it. We'll see. For me, it's always fun to look at minis like this, like that are just right before the stage of when I'm gonna go in and like really start to harp in on the details, because I like to see where it comes from.
Alright, it's done. All right.
Nah, jeez Louise. Definitely didn't need that much metal.
But I am going to start with a black metal. So I have a good base
Of which to grow off of.
because I will move up with it.
Stay this dark metal. Good. Low tone for it to be at. Again, even if I cover up all the blue, that's fine. Because it'll... Again, it's just meant to be a good base coat. And it'll pick through in places. smells like a nice. Do plate metal, which is definitely gonna be a lot brighter than the. I don't even think gunmetal and bolt. I don't even think gunmetal will match the black. Yeah, even the gunmetal is brighter. Maybe we'll start with gunmetal. Hitting this up with death metal first, and then when I come back over it, as I start to get higher into detail, it'll be painted gold.
Good color on him so far. Doing well. Moving our way up.
Going to work up highlights now. It's already looking pretty good. killing me. What happens though? I'm so focused and I stop focusing about my posture. Beautiful. Again, now we're just kind of working our way up the colors and boosting them as much as we can. just getting lighter and lighter and lighter and less space. And I'm putting a lot of brown in the red. I want it to evoke that like feeling of blood. Blood does tend to be a little bit of the reddish brown varietal. Not too much longer. We got 5 more minutes and then we'll call it for today. But did get some really good work done, so I'm happy about that. And then what I'll probably end up doing once I get further in and more detail down is doing a bit of like a very, very, very light like filter glaze over the wraps to just make them look a little dirty, maybe a little bit of stippling too, to just add some like grime and junk, because I think it'll look good. So far he's looking pretty cool. like I said, this Yeti's gonna go all the way up to white, so we will have some differentiation between him and Hushed Moon, but for now they're gonna look kind of similar just because the lower parts of gray are white. Or the lower parts of white are gray. I said that backwards. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Okay. You need my help with anything? Okay.
Do you like him so far? I want him to be more like a Russian blue. Because I was going to do a black cat, but the black hair was just going to be weird with it.
Yeah, probably.
So I decided to go with more of a like blue tone cat. And then on its tail I might do a little bit of
The rings is
yeah, but I gave him like scarf is like a blood scarlet right now. And on his arm here I'm gonna do like cuts. Green product forms. Yeah. Got 2 minutes and I'll be done. I love you. Leather brown is the third. It's like the mid-tone. I'm gonna do a mix of leather and warm brown. As my highlight tone for the other. Oh, I like that. And then if I decide to change it, I can. It might be a little.
go back glaze to get it a little bit more where I want it to be. Oh no, we'll see. But so far, he's looking pretty cool.
I really like the color scheme I went with. I think the grays and the reds look really good together. That blue just is gonna really make it look really interesting. We're about 3 minutes over. That's okay because I took about 3 to 5 minutes to show you off the Eldritch Founder stuff. So that's gonna do it for me today. I'll be back on Thursday. Maybe I'll continue painting this on Thursday. We'll see. But that's gonna do it for me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate you hanging out with me while I paint. I'm looking forward to finishing this. But a few quick things to get out of the way before I go. One, if you aren't following the channel already, please do. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe for free. I'd really appreciate it. But if you'd like to support me financially, you can subscribe on Twitch or you can buy something from the website. Follow me at Wheelers Minis on pretty much all social media platforms. I've moved a lot of my stuff over to Blue Sky, so I'm really excited about that. And then also, please, big shout out to Eldritch Foundry. What I showed you is just a tiny little sneak peek. I will probably do a little bit more on Thursday. We'll see. But moving forward, that'll be how I do my character creation streams. I'll create them, I'll paint them and in the creator, and then go from there. Be sure to check out the Kickstarter though. There's still a lot of stuff ahead and stretch goals and the money that it's gonna make. It's really, really important, and it's super, super cool. I'm super excited for all the stuff that we got coming out. It means a lot to me. And yeah, like I said, be sure to check them out. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you all on Thursday. And that's going to do it for me. So hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful tonight and tomorrow. And then I will see you on Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time for another great episode of Mini Paint Show. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.